Well guys, can you believe it? The dang thing's still sitting in my garage. I thought I was going to have it out of here. Anyhow, I got to wait about a week to get more parts for this thing. A friend of mine, he got scared about putting the injectors in this thing, and the injectors sit right down here on top of the head. So yeah, that's where this paper towel is stuck in the holes there, so don't get dirt in there. But anyhow, he didn't want to put his own injectors in, so I'm going to go ahead and put the injectors in the injection lines. The downside about things is I want this thing out of my garage because I'm starting to get parts for my Chevrolet Cummins project. So I got a FelPro gasket set, the same gasket set that came with this motor here in the engine kit. That was a full gasket set, and this gasket set that I got here was a full gasket set. Well, it just turned out this gasket set here was better in certain ways, because this one here I had to get the water inlet connection gaskets, and there's about a half a dozen gaskets I had to get from Cummins to go on ahead and finish that motor up there. So the downside of things is I got the box and it's dented on the end, and it had a couple of creases in it. It's been tossed around and smashed and crap stacked on top of it and everything, and I was thinking, well, I'm going to have some bad gaskets. So I started looking through everything, and there's only one gasket that's questionable, and which it doesn't bother me anyhow, because I never use these front cover gaskets. They'll leak on you anyhow. So Cummins recommends gray RTV, so that's what I always run on the very outside of the front cover on the timing gear cover. So I'm not going to use that one. All the other gaskets look really nice. And like I said, I am quite impressed with this gasket set here, because it came with all the copper washers. It came with the copper washers for the injectors, which the other kit did not. And valve stem seals, the valve bonnets some people call them. It's these little guys here. Comes with the exhaust manifold flange gaskets. Comes with the blue valve cover gaskets, which these are better than the black ones, because these are the black ones seep on you after time, it seems like. And then front cover seal, rear main seal, and then another baggie full of washers and different kinds of seals in here. And they even came with the seal for the timing pin on the front of the motor, which the other kit didn't. So this has got a lot more gaskets in it, so I'm pretty impressed about that part of the deal. So one thing that I'm not too impressed about is the head gasket. If you guys remember, we've already went over this about the head gaskets in the other FelPro kit that I got for this Cummins here that I was building for the friend of mine. So this is the head gasket that came with this kit that I got today. This was the head gasket that came in his kit. And then if you remember, we went and bought a Cummins head gasket, and we compared the two. Between the Cummins head gasket and this head gasket here, there's almost no differences. The only differences there's a little bit of RTV right here, and that was it. So that was the only difference between the Cummins and the FelPro. So this head gasket here that I got with my kit, this thing has got to be the most lightweight, biggest piece of junk I've ever seen in my entire life. And I think this is what a lot of guys are saying about the FelPro head gaskets have a chance of blowing out on you with the Cummins diesel, which I could understand that. I'm going to take this thing here, I'm going to fold it in half and throw it in the trash can. If you listen to this thing, so that I'm not touching anything, guys, you can hear them rings. These rings are loose. Every single one of these rings are loose. Listen to this one now, guys. Every single one of them's loose. One other thing, if you look at the difference here on the rings, these things are itty bitty. I can see that blowing out on you. One other thing, look right here. This here head gasket came in that FelPro gasket set, and this is a good quality head gasket compared to this one. This one here has FelPro's name on it. This one here says Peyton on it. So I don't understand why one would say Peyton and one would say FelPro on it, and they both came from FelPro. So I'd like to call FelPro and find out what the deal is, and find out why they send the different gaskets. Here's another big difference that I found between the two head gaskets, guys. If you remember, this has got that folded edge, this folded piece of metal edge around this head gasket, and it wraps around to the back side of the head gasket. If you look at this in here, guys, there's nothing there. I mean, there's absolutely nothing there. If you look at the difference between the gaskets around where the head bolts drop through, and water ports, oil ports, look at this in here. One other thing that I noticed here was, let me show you. Whenever you set these two up on top of each other, and you get them all centered up, that gasket on the bottom, the cheesy one, I can see it being a little restrictive as well. So as you can see, this piece that sticks out right here, that's actually that bottom gasket. So it's interesting. So I wanted to share this with you guys, and I'm curious to know what everybody's going to say now about the FelPro head gaskets, because right now you can see it says FelPro. This in here, it came in the FelPro kit, and it says Peyton on it. So guys, I got a lot of stuff on order for the Chevrolet Cummins project, and it's coming in slowly. So I'll show you one of the other things that I got for the Chevrolet Cummins project here at the end of this video. And before I let you go here, I just wanted to tell you, if you're going to break in a new Cummins, make sure you get some Zinc Plus. It's made by Lucas. And this is the best stuff you can buy right here for breaking these Cummins diesels in. So just remember, guys, Lucas, it's called Zinc Plus. It's a break-in additive. So let me show you what I got for the Chevrolet Cummins project.